parts model, you're going to go ahead and you need to switch your switch from model over to cam. This is the first step you have to do. The next thing you have to do is you need to convert your units over to inches. We want to be in inches because if everyone's in inches, we don't have to do a lot of setting changes on our CNC machine. Hit OK there. Then now the next thing you're going to do is you're going to go to manage and you're going to go to your tool library. And I have my aluminum tools already inserted here because I've already made them. But I'm going to uncheck that. And I'm going to uncheck everything. And I'm going to come down here to local only. I'm going to uncheck all these. So I should end up having basically nothing in there. And I'm going to come over here to import tool library. And when I import tool library, I have mine. The tool library saved to the X drive under Computer Integrated Manufacturing under Fusion Tools. And it's called Aluminum Mills, LPHS Tools. You're going to go ahead, you're going to select that right in the Fusion Tools folder, and you're going to hit open. And all the tools are going to go in. For this operation, for this very first operation, we're going to be using tool number 10. It's a 2-flute end mill. It has a very fast feed rate and a very fast cutting speed. Okay? And that's what we're going to use. That's what we're going to try and use for this entire part right here. Now we have the tools downloaded. We have to do a setup. This is step number 2. You're going to go to new setup. And we are going to go ahead and we're going to do milling. Only thing we have to do is we have to go over to stock before we set the box point. But the box point is going to be right about there. Right in the bottom left corner. And the stock we're going to use, we're going to go a little bit bigger on the stock side offset. We're going to go point, and it is not going to make much of a difference if you keep it at 0.04. But you want to do 0.075. Actually, it's going to be a little bit smaller. It's 625. 0.0625. So now, if you hit the front, you have a little bit of green all the way around there that we're going to cut away on the part. The stock top is going to be 0.01. We're just going to take about a 10. Actually, we'll go 20 thousandths, 0.020. The bottom is going to be 0, and the near side is going to be 0. So it's going to be 0.0625. The setup, the WCS is going to be right there in that corner. So I'm going to flip it back this way so you see it. And that's going to be under our setup, our box point. Post-process, we're going to end up using a WCS, because it's a 3-inch part, of a number 54. So we're going to leave this again at 0. I'm about 99% sure it's going to be at 0. And if it isn't, we're going to change it up to a G54 for that offset, okay? I can't remember if it was a 54 or 56. So the only other thing you got to adjust is the program name or number. So you're going to put in, for me, I'm going to put in 26 because I haven't used that yet. And you guys are like 10,000, 10,000, like a 10, I think it was between 10,000 and 2,000 or 20,000, something like that. Some of you guys are like 21,000, and hit OK there. Now you got your setup done. Now you can do this all in one operation because we only have small end mills. We don't have facing mills. So go over here to 3D, and you can do adaptive clearing. And first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna select our tool. And because I didn't select, go over to tool library. You have to make sure you're checked on local and aluminum end mills only. So you have just 8, 9, and 10 set there. So now you're going to go back to your 3D, adaptive clearing. And now you should be able to select your end mills. If you hit the X button right there, you'll have the tool number 10 for facing. It even says facing right there. And you're going to hit OK. Now the geometry we're going to select, we're going to go all the way down to the bottom here. And we're just going to select, so it's yellow all the way around there. I zoom in by rolling the center mouse, select that bottom, and I am going to go over here to my heights. I'm going to keep it set to 0. My passes, my tolerance is not going to be 4 thousandths. I'm going to change it down to 1 thousandth because it's a pretty simple operation. And because we're only going to go down 1/8 of an inch, that's not really a lot for this 1/2 inch end mill. So you could leave it at 0.4. That's how deep it's going to cut. It's not going to go deeper than than that bottom right there, the 1/8 of an inch. Okay, to clean up the entire bottom. And from there, I think everything else is pretty good. We're going to ramp in with the helix. The lead-ins are at 1/2 inch. Actually, I'm going to increase the lead-ins to 0.25. Oh, I put a double 0.25, and it should change them both. Now I'm going to go ahead and hit OK. So now we have a feature all the way around the bottom, right there. It should cut it all out. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to do the top. I was expecting it under the 3D operation, adaptive clearing, to clear out the top too. And I'm not sure if I can go back to it and select more geometry. Like select that and that. I'm just going to see if that does it. Nope. So it's just doing the very bottom of this feature right now. So we still haven't cut anything off the top. So what we're going to end up having to do is go to face, go to select tool. We're still going to use that tool number 10. We're going to go to geometry, and it looks like it's just going to clear it all out. So I'm just going to hit OK, and it cuts it around in the swirling pattern. Do not have it swirl around. You have to come over here to passes and do climb only. You have to make that change. If you forget to make that change, you can do what I did and just come back into it. And now it's going to do multiple passes across the top. So now if we click on both of these features, I'm not sure if I can. We're going to click on both of these features. I could right click, I could hit simulate, and I want to turn tool path off because I don't want all those lines. I'm going to turn stock on, and let's see what this bad boy looks like. It's going to come around the sides, and then it's going to take everything right off the top. And that's exactly what I wanted to do for the first operation. That's it. Just right around the side of it, and take everything off the top. And you have that bottom piece at 5 inches long and 1/8 of